Remember when governments and companies around the Gulf of Mexico sued British Petroleum for that oil spill? Something similar is happening now against the companies that make and sell opioids, those pain pills, often called the gateway to bigger addictions, the pills that have caused tens of thousands of deaths, including 6,000 a year in Florida alone.
And we're ground zero here. We are at the highest rate of death per capita, 25 per year in this region, Southwest Florida, Sarasota, Manatee County.
Sarasota attorney Bill Robertson says the problem has gotten so bad in Sarasota County, the medical examiner needs help with all the extra bodies he's now handling.
They asked for $300,000 to increase the budget at the medical examiner's office to handle the increased pressure of autopsies.
And that's why the city of Sarasota has chosen Robertson to take part in major litigation against both the manufacturers and the distributors of opioids. And you'll notice by that bottom line, distributors are listing annual revenue of $378 billion. Some 200 litigants have joined together in a case where billions are at stake.
But we'll be representing the city of Sarasota in connection with their individual claim against all of these manufacturers and distributors to try to recoup the damages that the city has incurred in the expense for first responders. The Narcan, for example, is $300 a shot. That's the drug that pulls these guys out of the overdoses. And so law enforcement, incarceration, any cost that the city has incurred in treating opioid overdoses or the epidemic is recoverable in these actions against these manufacturers and distributors.
Sarasota Vice Mayor Liz Alpert is glad the city is trying to stop the flow of the painkillers before they get in the wrong hands.
Absolutely, I'm glad the city is trying to chase down the opioid manufacturers because that's the root of the problem, and I think that's where we have to start in order to combat this crisis.
Robertson says the city has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars that could have gone to much better uses, but he's optimistic they'll make back some money.
I absolutely think that for the first time in history that these manufacturers will be held accountable. The MDL and the parties involved, the plaintiffs' counsel that are handling this all over the country, are some of the best in the world, and they've already filed individual suits previously and gotten verdicts against them on behalf of individuals. And so I think that there's a great chance that there'll be a significant recovery for the city of Sarasota, as well as other municipalities that have been damaged by this crisis.
Robertson must believe he'll be successful. He only gets paid if he wins. In Sarasota, Ray Collins, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.